Okay, so welcome back to another Blue Lock Rival video. So in this video, we're going to be showcasing the Rin in the Isagi rework. And yeah, we're pretty much going to go through the moves. They're all pretty much still almost the same, just some minor tweaks and some changes, but they all should be really similar. And you guys can see, we're going to be showcasing Rin first pretty much. And he also has this destructive mode. So once the bar pretty much charges, but when you're full, you can activate Destroyer mode, which goes into your first move. You get a bunch of buffs, but you get a move called Opposite Direction. There's no really animation for this one, probably because I'm in private server, but you get a bit of a buff. Like, I believe you get movement speed, you also get your shot becomes faster, and you also get a move called Destruction, or Opposite Direction. And yeah, you guys can see, you only can use, your bar must be full to actually use it, and it charges up pretty fast. Next move is pretty much called Occasion Break. This is the same move with like any Rin. Yeah, it looks something like that, pretty cool stuff. He also has a move called Destructive Charge. Looks something like this, pretty cool. Also, when your bar, I believe when it's 50% or higher, it becomes faster. So yeah, this is how fast we move, but let's say we lose, or let's say our bars, yeah, less than 50%, we move a bit slower, so just keep that in mind. So one more time, we're just gonna wait for this. Yeah, okay, so let's use it one more time. You see it's a bit slower, but if our bar is pretty much, I'm pretty sure 50% higher, you guys can see we move a lot faster. And Annihilate is still the same move. It's pretty much your curve shot. It looks something like that. Yeah, it looks something like that. It's pretty much, it went back to the original curve shot. So yeah, it looks like this now. It's a bit weird, if I'm gonna be honest. The animation is a bit weird, but it's pretty much like a simple curve shot. Pretty cool stuff. And yeah, other than that though, that's pretty much the base. Now we're gonna go through the awakening. I'll also play the sound as well for you all.
Good.
Yeah, that's pretty much what it looks like. So center of gravity is pretty much the same move in pretty much old Rin's like ability. So it's center of ability, player must be in front of you. But yeah, you pretty much do center of gravity, sort of stuns them for a couple seconds. Destructive Crash Shot, this is a new ability, which looks pretty much something like this. Pretty cool stuff. Yeah, looks like that. And pretty much your move called Die. This is still the same ability as Rin had in his past kit. So not his past before, but like I'm talking about any Rin. So this is the one where he pretty much flies into the air sort of and pretty much does this. Yeah, it's still the same move, but pretty much two of his move changed in Awakening except this one. And I mean, other than that though, that's really it for Rin's kit. Nothing else really has changed except one big change, I guess, is this meter. Now he has this meter bar, which is pretty nice. But anyways, with that said, that's pretty much Rin's kit. Now we're going to showcase Isagi's kit. Okay, so now we're going to go through Isagi's kit. Overall, also pretty simple, some minor changes as well. So pretty much you have a move called Direct Shot and Lefty Shot now. And keep in mind that once your bar, I believe, is above 50 or 75, your Lefty Shot and your Direct Shot becomes more powerful. Lefty Shot is pretty much a shooting ability. Direct Shot is also a shooting ability, but this one, you can only use it when the ball is loose. You guys can see you have to be pretty close to the ball to actually use it. Like, you cannot use it from like this far. You guys can see you must actually be pretty close to the ball before you can actually use it and stuff. And yeah, it looks something like that. Pretty cool. Omnivision is pretty much the ability when you pretty much don't have the ball, and this one is the move that depletes your pretty much meter. So yeah, the meter works similar to Rin, but I believe you get some speed buff. So Omnivision looks something like this. You guys can see the bar depletes, and then you pretty much have a move called Blind Spot. This move pretty much stuns the opponent. So yeah, it stuns the opponent so you can steal the ball from them. I believe they cannot dribble out of it, so just keep that in mind. Offensive Dash looks something like this. It's pretty much a dashing ability. Yeah, looks like that. Pretty cool. And I'm pretty sure your dashing ability reaches much farther if you don't have the ball. Yeah, you guys can see it sort of reaches like a little bit more farther. Yeah, look at that. And then when you have the ball, it reaches a little bit less, but yeah, they are pretty similar, honestly. Now let's go through the Awakening cutscene with the sounds. Alright, and that's what it looks like. So Demon King, I'm pretty sure this is still the same move. Yeah, it's still the same one. Alright, now two-gun volley. Let's check this one out. Let's see if anything changed. Oh yeah, definitely some stuff changed with two-gun volley. Yeah, like something like that. I don't know why my screen is blurry, but okay, I guess. Alright, and your last move is called, it's still the same ability, offensive dash versus defensive dash. Yeah, still the same ability where you pretty much charge, and apparently I believe in your awakening you don't waste any meters, which is honestly pretty nice because then your charging can go a lot quicker, I guess. But yeah, other than that, that's really it for pretty much Rin and Isagi's rework. Overall, they're both pretty good in my personal opinion. I'm not gonna say they're like OP and stuff, but they're both really good, or they're pretty good in my opinion. But anyways, with that said, that's really it for this video, and yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this showcase.